I'm not gonna lie, even if that spider wasn't radioactive, at $1 billion corporation, if I get bit by a spider, hell yeah, I'm putting my hand up to the sky, being like, I got bitten by the spider. I'm about to sue. What's up, Spider Society? Welcome back to another video. I know I've been inconsistent. I know it's been like almost 3 months since I posted my last video. Actually, it might be a little bit more than that. I wanted to come out here and say I apologize. And I want to take this video as an official restart and reset point to where I come back and start making videos again. I don't want to make any promises. I don't even want to say anything because I'm not sure what's going to happen in the meantime. But let's get started into this video and let's get back into things. So, right now we're reacting to Ultimate Spider-Man #1, The Beginning. I'm excited to watch this. I know I got a lot of tabs open, but we're about to get into this. So without further ado, let's get started.
Many individuals know, or they think they know, the origin of Spider-Man. There is an alternate universe, one that was quite popular at its inception, but it eventually waned from the favor of its readers. This is the Ultimate Universe. Many things are familiar here, while many things are also very contrasting. While there are many things that people liked about this world, in the end, it was destroyed in the Secret Wars, and some of the best parts were then merged with the original Marvel Universe.
Should I react to Secret Wars? Let me know in the comments.
But that is at the end of the story, and I'm jumping ahead of myself, because I'm here to tell you the magnificent tale of Spider-Man, and we need to go back to the beginning, in a lab. You see, in this universe, the tale is a bit different at the start. Osborn Industries, the company that belonged to Norman Osborn, was conducting experiments, which led to experimenting on a spider, which was accidentally let free from its container. And this brings us to our young 15-year-old Peter Parker, a bookworm with his mind on other things, like his studies and girls, such as Mary Jane. But while his life as a punching bag always took a toll on him, there was someone who gave him hope and helped him
Yo, this dude does not look happy at all.
through it, his Uncle Ben. You see, his parents both died when he was young, and they
Yo, Uncle Ben with the luscious locks. Now that's something.
left him in the care of his Aunt May and Uncle Ben. And Ben, well, he looked after the boy like any father would. Peter was also close friends with the wealthiest kid at school, Harry Osborn, son.
Bro was dressed up like an emo. Damn. He don't look too happy to be friends right here. I'm gonna shut that.
Of Norman Osborn. So, that night after dinner, Harry came by the Parker pad as he called it to learn.
Yo, what are they writing on the wall? I'm sorry for pausing so much, but like, what are they writing on the wall? This can't be fucking English, and I can for sure tell you that this ain't physics. This is looking more like Wakandan on the board right now.
Learned about biology. And that's when Peter explained that his parents were supposedly killed in a plane crash, and that on the board in front of both of the boys was a formula that his father came up with before he died. The next day, the whole school went on a field trip to Osborn Industries, where the fateful act happened. The weird spider from the start of our tale crawled out and bit Peter Parker on the hand, and with that, he hit the ground right away, starting to feel weird. Now, this part of the story remains much of the same. A young boy begins to slowly discover that he has powers, everything from strength, speed, and agility. And while this is going on, Norman Osborn had Peter followed. He knew of the spider that bit Peter, and he wanted to know what was happening. Was the boy going to live, or was he going to die? As things progressed, both Peter and Osborn began to see the growth of his abilities. But the problem is that with the growth of Peter's abilities, also grew his ego. And eventually he grew cocky. You see, as one of the kids picked on him, he retaliated, and he actually injured one of those kids. The parents demanded that Uncle Ben and Aunt May pay the $2,500 hospital bill for their child, which drove Peter further into his own head. He had these abilities now. Why shouldn't he use them? And why can't he make money from them? He decided to enroll in wrestling matches to win a little money, but of course he had to wear a mask, as they wouldn't let a 15-year-old kid enroll in these things. The story of Peter Parker kept progressing as he excelled at sports and continued to win.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know how his secret identity just remains so secret for a long time. You saw back in this whole panel right here let me go back a little bit. You seeing everybody, everybody is just staring dead ass at him. Ah! The spider is biting my hand at this crazy factory. I should get bit. He probably, I'm not gonna lie, even if that spider wasn't radioactive, at $1 billion corporation, if I get bit by a spider, hell yeah, I'm putting my hand up to the sky, being like, I got bitten by a spider. I'm about to sue. Yeah. And this guy is getting bitten by a spider, and everybody in that bench knows because obviously the blood is running down his hand. That's how bad the bite is. Then you got him breaking people's hands, him him playing basketball all of a sudden, and tell me that this ain't racial. That the fact that they got all these black people and Kobe Bryant in the back just dumping on him. Tell me that ain't racial right there, bro. And you mean to tell me that nobody at that school could figure out that this guy is Spider-Man? Week old Peter Parker that was getting food thrown on him every second of the day, bro? You mean to tell me that this guy all of a sudden now, after getting bitten by a spider, all of a sudden, and breaking people's hands, is now the star of a basketball team? Come on. Come on.
He made an actual Spider-Man suit. But back at Osborn Industries, Norman decided that if this kid can gain powers from his formula, why couldn't he? So he has an individual known as Dr. Octavius run
Got that Elon Musk mentality, bro.
various tests on Peter's blood.
Tell me, if Elon, hell yeah, Elon is doing that shit.
And they figured out the perfect formula that made Peter into a superpowered individual. Except when they tried to test it on Norman Osborn, Dr. Octavius changed something in the formula. Something that he wanted to do, something that he wanted to alter. And it went wrong, and the entire lab was destroyed, and Norman Osborn went missing. Back with Peter, he continued to win at each and every match as Spider-Man. And as it was all working out, Peter was walking home one night when a thug ran up on him after robbing a deli. That was it, the moment that Peter could alter his entire history. This universe could go a completely different path. So what did the Peter Parker of the Ultimate Universe do? He let the robber go. It's not his problem, he told the deli owner. After that, Uncle Ben and Aunt May confronted him at the door to ask about his grades and ask why he was
Yeah, that is a crazy job. Going from an A to a D is actually crazy, bro.
slipping. An argument ensued and Peter ran off into the night. He ended up at a party with girls coming on to him and Mary Jane upset that she saw it. She did have feelings for Peter, though she didn't really know how to tell him.
So how are you getting mad for something that you ain't never told this dude, bro? Come
And
on.
seeing him with that other
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You only want me all of a sudden because another girl is pushing up on me? Get out of here, bro. Get your lame ass on. Now you didn't care when they were throwing food on me. Now all of a sudden I get bitten by a spider, and now I'm dunking on people. Now all of a sudden you care about me? I'm a star on the basketball team. Now
argument ensued. Ben and
on a basketball
this
team. Now all of a sudden, look, I'm dunking on I'm dunking on Kobe Bryant. All of a sudden, now you got feelings, and now you want to feel some type of way. You weren't feeling this type of way when they were throwing food on me.
She did have feelings for Peter, though she didn't really know how to tell him, and seeing him with that other girl, well, she left the party. Peter chased after her, but as he got to the door, Uncle Ben was standing there, because his 15-year-old nephew was now at a party, and he was there to bring him home. He took him outside to ask him why he was doing this. He's such a smart kid. Why waste away his potential on things like these parties? He told Peter various things about his father, things such as responsibility and what this means. He told Peter that his father believed that he was destined for great things. And with all of the great things that he was destined for, great responsibility would come. But that angered Peter more as he wanted to know if his father knew so much, why did he leave? And he ran off into the night, a confused kid. And by the time he got home, it was too late. You see, Uncle Ben and Aunt May, they were playing cards when they heard a noise in the back of the house. Ben decided that he would go see what it was, and when he got there, he found a man with a gun pointed at him. The robber demanded money, and Ben laughed, telling him that the robber had more money than any of them. And that was it. A gunshot, and Uncle Ben was gone. But Peter wasn't about to lie around while the police failed to find the murderer.
Yeah, bro, I would have put that dude
and he ran out of the house, changing into his costume. Many of you know where this story goes next, but Peter tracked the murderer down into a warehouse, and the police cornered him. He crawled in, and after pinning the man down, he realized that it was the same man, the one that he failed to stop after the deli robbery. If he had stood up and done the right thing at that moment, this never would have happened. So he strung the robber up, refusing to kill him. Peter thought back to the full conversation that Uncle Ben had with him about his father, and he remembered the words exactly. Great things are going to happen in your life, Peter. Great things. And with that will come great responsibility. He looked at his mask with tears in his eyes, telling himself, I do now. He went off to become the hero that he was meant to be, saving kids from a burning building, beating up robbers and thugs, and stopping the crime of the city. And when he got home, he saw Mary Jane. She saw him and told him that Aunt May was staying at her house with her parents. He tried to talk to her, but he broke down crying, and she held him while he cried it out. This is the beginning of the life of Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe. And everything's going perfectly on track, isn't it? It's not like he's gonna have goblin fights, clone battles, and symbiotes controlling him. Or will we? Because while you may recognize some of these stories, they will be different from what you know. And at the end of it all, Peter Parker will earn his reward. If you want to stay up to date on these
Damn. That video was amazing. I enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to like in the comment section down below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And yes, Spider Society, I will see you guys in the next video. Wait. Before we do that, let me know what videos do you want me to react to next in the future? Or if there are any ideas, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, Spider Society, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.